back to Dustin Poirier. A lot of people said afterwards, fight of the year. Feels like a little bit of recency bias. There's a couple out there. And by the way, ESPN.com will have our mid-year awards later on this week, so stay tuned for that. But what do you think? There's that one. There's Zhang Weili versus Joanna Jedrzejczyk.
And Josh Emmett. Last week, everybody was saying Josh Emmett, Shane Burgos, right?
Yeah.
Was just this phenomenal fight. So I think when the world stands still, because that's what we're still doing right now, right? All sports haven't returned. That everybody's watching the UFC and they go, I've never seen anything like this. And the bigger the name, the more recognizable the name, Dustin Poirier, sharing the cage with Khabib Nurmagomedov, more people watch. And more people are watching, bigger stars are watching, and bigger stars are going, this is the best fight I've ever seen. And that starts to kind of push the narrative starts to spin a little bit. I think Islam Makhachev once told me that. He goes, you win performance of the night bonus, but I do the same thing, and I do the same thing better. And I'm like, well, I fought at the end of the night. And again, it's more name recognition at the time. And so people kind of get a little excited about it. But I think that's what you're seeing now. But honestly, I wouldn't say that it isn't to this point, but it's very close.
It's number 2.
Zhang Weili, Joanna Jedrzejczyk still for me.
Tremendous
is the fight of the year. Yeah,
title fight, tremendous fight. It never slowed down. Energy. And look, this will sound like I'm not. I love that fight, Poirier and Hooker. Like I was glued to the TV, right? But Zhang and Joanna, they kept the pace for the entire 5 rounds. Also, super close. A lot of people thought Joanna won. Like this one was clear cut, and not to say that should.
But that's the thing, right? Like you said, I'm glad there's no controversy, but controversy
helps
a little bit in the sense that, well, did Joanna win that fight? And also, I think where you miss it is the only difference, for as great as the Poirier Hooker fight was, there were times where there was sustained time spent on the mat, not really doing all that much. Weili and Joanna had none of that. It was completely on the feet. Even any takedown lasted 5 seconds. They were right back on their feet, trading shots. So, yeah, I'd agree. Still to this point, Weili Jedrzejczyk. I did a detail on ESPN Plus on Weili versus Jedrzejczyk. And I just was watching it again. I still was like, wow, this was just tremendous.
Hey, shout out to Detail. You got a Max Holloway episode coming out.
I got a Max Holloway coming up. Yeah, I got a Max Holloway Detail.
He's all about the corporate plugs. When is this coming out? July 1st. Oh, Wednesday. Happy Canada Day, everyone. Yep. On Canada Day, you're dropping a detail? That's huge.
Bro, did we talk about this last year or something? Because I feel like you keep trying to make up holidays. There was a holiday you made it right. There was a holiday.
Last week was like Quebec's birthday, the province. Now it's Canada Day.
Something. I feel like there was a holiday you tried to make up right at the beginning of the show.
Oh, Victoria Day. Victoria Day. Yes,
you're just making up holidays.
Now that you mention it, there's a lot of Canadian holidays. This is great. There's also Family Day in like September, October, where you just are supposed to spend time with your family. That's the whole holiday.
Like, this dude is just making up holidays and he expects me to just say Happy Victoria's Day or something like that. I'm not.
Canada Day's a big one. That's like the independence.
Okay, well that's good. Give me the Independence Days of the world. Don't give me the don't give me those
holidays. Days. All right, fine.
Okay,
so fight of the year, we'll still give it to Zhang. Amazing fight. Does this now make DP Dustin Poirier the King of Lafayette? Like I feel like he's been doing it now a little more actively than you have been. I feel, what do you think?
Listen, Dustin Poirier is the man.
Anik called him the King of Lafayette.
Anik should call him the King. I call him the King of Lafayette when I'm on TV. You know what I'm saying? It's the same, but the guy, hey, listen, man, the guy's the man. I think at this point, I'm about ready to promote him. I'm about ready to promote him, and we'll have 2 kings. We'll have 2 kings in the city of Lafayette, Louisiana. We're there's a word for that. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but he's the king of the South Side. I'll be the king of the North Side, and we're good. But yeah, man, he's the king. Dude does so much for our city. He represents our city. He loves our city. He's the man. He really does. Like he's the example of everything Lafayette, man. Hard work and hard nosed. He's just the man.
What about the fact that he got a shout out from Lil Wayne afterwards? You see that?
Not only him though. Brendan
Allen?
Brendan Allen, right? Brendan Allen too, because he's from up north.
He got a shout out from Lil Wayne. I didn't see that.
Yeah, he said Lil Wayne said that good job, Dustin and Brendan, for representing Louisiana in the right way. It was awesome.
Have you ever gotten a shout out from Lil Wayne?
Yeah, I have. I'm not trying to. I don't want to make this about me. You know what I'm saying? I don't make this about me. But yeah, it's all good.
What, Twitter or like personal
Twitter,
text?
Yeah, Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all that. But it's all good though.
Okay, all right.
It's about these guys, Brendan and Dustin. We're proud of them. The state's proud of them. I'm like the Godfather. Like I just got, hey, great job, guys. I love what you're doing. The way you have represented the boot, represented our state. I love you guys for it.
What was did Dan Hooker come out to Dustin Poirier's old song or something?
It was crazy.
What was that?
It was crazy, right? Like not only did he come out to his old song, he came out to Kevin Gates, who is from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, who we all love. And people just don't get it. Like Selena even said that. She goes, "You guys all love this Kevin Gates, and I don't get it." She goes, "What is it about Kevin Gates?" I was like, he just kind of, again, he's one of us, right? And yeah, Dustin used to come out to "I Don't Get Tired," and Dan Hooker came out to it.
Is that disrespectful?
So disrespectful. But Dan Hooker's playing mind games, right? That's kind of part of his thing, trying to play mind games.
Did you see that scene after the fight where he's on the stool, the fight's over, and Poirier's like kind of jawing at him, and it seems like they're about to have like a hugging moment. He's like, "You've been talking a lot of smack," and they kind of go forehead to forehead there. Poirier was pissed. That wasn't hey, respect, man. That was like, you just got, I'm the man here. You wait over there.
Dustin had a little bit of he got in Louisiana, we call it feeling played. Like they make you feel played. And I think he felt a little played, like Dan Hooker, you're going to call me out because you think you're going to take my spot. Look, I got to be honest. I've heard from a few people that thought that Dan Hooker fighting Felder, before Felder, it was Al. It was almost like he was getting, a lot of people felt that he was getting the ideal types of matchups for him because he was fighting strikers, and he's such a tremendous striker. And Dustin kind of put him back in his place.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.